Allen. I'm the speech language pathologist at Middlesboro Elementary School. What do you think? Is this loud enough, or do I need to hold it? You can hear me? Okay. What? Okay, good, good. My project was called Speech Therapy Bursts, and that refers to a small 5 to 10 minute therapy session that's individual and intense for the student. The problem I have is in Kentucky, a speech language pathologist can legally serve 65 students, and you can imagine that's way too many. So I was looking for ways to help those students come in and out of the program as quickly as possible and lose as much class time as possible. So that's my project name. And there are a few of my students. So again, my area of concern was providing the optimal service delivery to fit the varied needs of the students that I serve, students with speech or language impairment. And the focus was to address those needs, especially with articulation issues, speech sound production issues. So I targeted about 15 or 16 students before I wrote the grant. I thought I had about 15 or 16 that I could work individually with just in those short therapy bursts. Again, my time was about 8 to 10 minutes per 3 times a week is what most of the students had. And I thought I needed iPad minis, so my grant provided 4 iPad minis for me. I had the articulated app, actually I had that already, and News to You, and the reading curriculum from kindergarten through 4th grade, because those are the students with whom I work. And if you're not familiar with the Big Grips frames and stands, those are awesome. They say, they guarantee, well, I don't know if they guarantee, but they say that if you drop them, it won't damage the equipment, but I'm not about to drop them, not on purpose anyway. But the iPad mini, so the little stand that I use is called the Big Grips Wedge, and so that holds the iPad sturdy, keeps it in place. So again, these are some of the project tools that I used. My rubric was, and you'll hear, I am determined that the video on this is going to work today. So you'll see in the videos that I'm going to show you that the students they were trained to judge their own sound production, whether it was correct or incorrect. And then they recorded themselves. So they had usually I worked I had them do 10 sentences or 10 words at a time just for those video selfies. They loved making the video selfies. That's how we used the iPad minis. And then played it back. And both the student and I scored their productions. And then we compared our scores. Again, I started to tell you earlier, the rubric that I used was X equals a correct production. 0 is an incorrect production. So we were comparing, not only was I training them to listen and know when they were correct or incorrect, I wanted to make sure that we were in sync on those. So these are just some more pictures. They loved, again, making the selfies. And I didn't really have to show them. They kind of helped me with the video selfies. They knew how to do this. These actually are 3 of my speech therapy graduates. Okay. Now. Come on, Anthony. Now where's the sound? You don't have sound? Well, anyway, you weren't used to that working, were you? So this student had read sentences. He read sentences out of his reading book. We had numbered them.
Big rig can ram.
So he's scoring
He
himself.
can Rick. Little Rita ran. She ran to me.
Okay. So he's scoring, and then later we will compare. And this is actually a clip of one student and I comparing. So she had already scored hers, and we're comparing. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong one. Can I go back? Yeah, just gotta find it. Oh, that'd be better, wouldn't it? Y'all are so brilliant. And then obviously, I needed my reading glasses up here. I didn't know it. Okay, I want it to. Oh, fiddlesticks. Ah, there it is. Thank you.
Okay, okay, Morgan. It looks like they're the same, aren't they? Mine and yours. You scored how many correct?
All of them.
All of them, 100%. And so did I. And most of all, most importantly, our scoring is the same. So awesome. So when you leave me, you'll be able to tell whether your productions are correct or not. And they're all correct now, aren't they? Good job. Awesome.
And that really is the point, is for the student to be able to, if he or she does make errors, to correct them themselves. And it's to increase self-correction and generalization of the skills that we've learned in the therapy setting. Again, our progress monitoring, monitored by direct measures. I actually have a little clicker, did frequency counts. The Articulated app automatically keeps track of the students' progress. And then the Authentic measure, of course, was the video selfies that they did. 6 students who participated in the speech therapy bursts have been dismissed from speech therapy this year. Actually, and now 7, because just last week we had another one. So they're no longer eligible. It has been a successful program for them. This little clip is from beginning to end. She's going to record herself doing 10 sentences with her ST words in sentences, and then she'll play that back, record, and we'll compare.
The stove is hot. The bear is stung. The step is big. The dog will stay. The soup is good.
Go back, what was that one? That thick soup is called what?
Stew.
Uh-huh.
The stew is good. The stick is straight. The curler is cool.
What is this one?
The styler is cool.
Good.
The star is up high. We live in the state of Kentucky. My mom will steer the car.
Okay, great. And now we're both going to score those words and sentences.
The stove is hot. The bear is stung. The step is big. The dog will stay. The soup is good. What number are we on? Stew.
5.
The stew is good. Stick is straight. The curler is cool. The styler is cool. The star is up high. We live in the state of Kentucky. Mama will steer the car.
Excellent. Now, let's compare. What did we get? Let's see. How many X's do you have out of 10?
10.
10 correct. And how many do I have?
10.
10. So 100%. You judged 100%, and I did too. So good job. Excellent. All right. And that is the way we do our video selfie. Okay. Do you?
Oh, I know, my time's up. But since I couldn't see that,
I think the videos, selfies helped me with.
well, tried to do it. Thought I could make it louder, but I couldn't. Anyway, she loved them, and and the kids really did enjoy making the video selfies. I learned at my first presentation that I attended this morning that next year my grant request will be for a swivel camera where they can take those into, and I can monitor their productions in the classroom. So that'll be pretty awesome. Again, those are many of my students who have now graduated from speech therapy. So thank you very much for your time and attention.